We need, as Iowans, to just ask ourselves, what do we expect from our government, and what are we willing to pay for it?
Earlier this month, it was revealed the 2009 Iowa budget has an estimated $500 million shortfall. To account for that deficit, Governor Chet Culver ordered across-the-board cuts to the tune of $565 million, roughly 10% of the overall budget. All parts of government will be affected from state to local levels. CRI reporter Patrick Boberg looked into what cutbacks Oskaloosa can expect.
We hope we can try to support programs. The money is not there.
That's State Senator Tom Riley talking about the state's predicament over the $415 million budget shortfall. Here in Oskaloosa, City Manager Michael Schrock says Oskaloosa's situation is still very much unclear.
Whatever the state decides, there may be some trickle-down effect for us. But again, we don't know because the details haven't been passed down to us.
Oskaloosa, like other municipalities across the state, plays a very minor role in the state's budget. However, Schrock says Oskaloosa does receive various grants from the state, with $150,000 for the homestead tax credit being the most vulnerable.
If the state does decide to take action on that particular line item, it could have a significant impact on our budget.
According to Senator Riley, the budget cuts are the state's way of attempting to live within its means.
We're trying to be fiscally responsible. And when you have $600 million of a decrease in revenue, it's going to affect services.
As for the alternative?
And nobody wants to raise any kind of taxes.
As Iowa looks for areas it can afford to tighten its belt, and Oskaloosa waits to see what fiscal role it will play in the budget cuts, Tom Riley has one question people across the state should be asking themselves.
We need, as Iowans, to just ask ourselves, what do we expect from our government, and what are we willing to pay for it?
For CRI News, I'm Patrick Boberg.